Oh yeah, it's the takeover. It's the takeover, man. I hope they ready, man. I hope they ready. Pastor D, make sure Pastor Smith don't. I hope he know that I done jumped in and paid. So if I get in trouble, y'all just pray for me, okay? Don't. All right, beautiful. Oh yes, Pastor D checking in right now. I done took over the whole house on the page. Welcome to Hope TV. We in here live, man. Welcome to No Cap, the youth chat. Look, the Hope Youth Ministry has taken over the page. So I hope y'all are ready for what's getting ready to take place. We are super excited about what we have coming forward. So I hope you guys are excited, just as excited as I am, right? So before we get started, the No Cap Youth Chat is just our voice, our. I've got some amazing students lined up for today who got something to say, man. And so we hope you guys are locked in, loaded, and ready to go. So let me start off by introducing these amazing students that we have. First and foremost, I got my girl Ryan Smith, who is a senior at Arabia Mountain High School, right? And she, now listen, she's a math wizard. You hear me? My girl can crunch numbers faster than anybody in the world. And right now, she has aspirations of attending the University of Kentucky in the fall. So y'all make sure y'all show my girl Ryan some love, right? There she go. Y'all show her some love. All right. Next up, we have the amazing Miss Liana Guthrie, another senior at Arabia Mountain High School. And let me tell you, this girl, she does it all, man. She's in Skills USA. She's the SGA Senior Class Historian. She's a part of FCCLA. She's also a part of the National Society of High School Scholars. She's a Delta Gym representing East Point and College Park's alumni chapter. She's also a part of the National Associated for Colored Women, and she's already locked and loaded to attend the Albany State University, majoring in mass communications. Y'all make sure y'all show my girl Liana some love. There she go. Yes, sir. Oh, and look, we can't forget the representation for them college students. Look, big shout out to the big dog, JVM Moore, aka Mr. Wavy, at Morehouse College, majoring right now in music. He's a part of the band, the Glee Club. And listen, my guy ready. Look, I already hate him because he got a full and he can grow a beard to save his life. So y'all show my boy JV some love, man. Big shout out as we welcome all the guests in. Look, let's get this thing started, man. We're excited to be here. We hope you guys are excited to be here with us. All right. So listen, here we go, man. Y'all ready? How y'all feel?
We good.
I'm good.
Oh man, how y'all feel, man? We in this thing. We done stole and took over every page. So listen, Pastor Smith, we love you. And we sorry for stealing the page, but we're not sorry. Here we go. Listen, I just want to I want to get you all's perspective on this. You know, a lot of people, when you watch the news, when you seeing everything that's going on in the world, a lot of people can overlook the students. And you guys have been majorly affected by this COVID-19 pandemic. Like, if you're everybody that's in a Georgia high school right now, we just got word from the governor that school is closed for the remainder of the year. And it hurt my heart for my senior class, you, Liana, Ryan, and all seniors that's connected to the ministry. It hurt me because, man, look, y'all prom got canceled, y'all graduation ceremony got canceled, and I know you guys, when you went into this senior year, y'all planned something major. So listen, can you please tell us, just be real with us, like real talk, like how has this whole COVID-19 affected you, Liana? Like what's going on, man? How you feel about this thing?
It's really affected me in a big way because we're seniors. This is supposed to be our it year. This is the year that we're supposed to do everything. So from prom, graduation, senior
Yep.
events, it's really taking a toll on everything. And our prom is actually supposed to be today. So I think that's really crazy. Like it really sucks, but I just know that we're gonna get through it.
You was supposed to get that hair laid. You was supposed to have that makeup on. You was get, today was gonna be that day where you was about to get all beautified, all that good stuff, right? And it seemed
Yeah.
like this doggone virus took that from you, man. And I know we had conversations before, like it really hit you some type of way because I know you playing real deep. Like you are a highly active senior. Like you're all over the place. You're a leader for that senior class, right? You're also a leader in the ministry. And so how it affects you, man, it's just unreal. And we appreciate that honesty. What about you, Ryan? What's up, my math whiz? How this thing done affected you?
Okay, so the switch from actually being in class and learning is kind of different from learning online because you can't get
Yep.
that same help that you would get in class. And so I feel like it has affected me in that way. And I have worked really hard to keep my grades up and to make it to the finish line and walk across the stage. And now we might not even be able to walk across the stage. And I think it's really upsetting, but I know that we can get through it and I know that we will get through it. And it's just a matter of time and you just have to wait on it.
Dang, I feel you. I feel you. Now, for my college students out there, look, I've been talking to my boy Jay, and he already let me know. Like, and I seen in the news how a lot of y'all college students got hit real hard. So I'm gonna let him tell y'all how it really felt, right? And if you weren't in college, I just want y'all to get the perspective of a super dope young dude. And he was telling me he was away on a trip earlier. And when he got back, bro, it was just like no games played. Come on, Jay, talk to us. How this thing done affected you, bro?
Yeah, well, actually, I was on tour at the Glee Club during spring break when we got the news about Corona and everything happening. I mean, we already knew about it before, but it escalated like
Yeah.
crazy. And we were on tour, and the tour actually had to get cut short. We had to come back home early because of the amount of cases and the severity of the disease, of the virus. So
Mm-hmm.
that was just, the fact that we didn't even get to finish the tour, that was real disappointing. Not only that, but when we got back to Morehouse, when we got back to campus, we had like a day to get all our stuff out of our rooms and go back home. And for me personally, it didn't really affect me as bad as it affected other students who lived out of state. They had to
Yep.
really rush to get everything together. And then of course they don't take everything home. So they had to get storage units and then they had to
Wow.
worry about the plane tickets and then, everything. So they had to worry about more than I had to worry about. But overall it was still rushed. And it was like, it was just first of all, it was just disappointing that we didn't get to finish the tour. Another disappointment was, the semester when we got the news that the rest of the semester was going to be online. You know, that's not the same as being in the classroom, having that one-on-one opportunity to communicate with your professors and even your classmates. Because you can do classes online, but it's something about being in the classroom where you have the physical connection and the actual understanding, have somebody in front of you explaining to you what to do. And it's just a difference from having that physical encounter versus going virtual. It's just different. It's obviously, I mean, honestly, it's an adjustment for me because I'm not used to working at home. Me myself, like I prefer physical encounter and being in presence of the person that's teaching me. So it was a big adjustment for me, but honestly, I'm still adjusting. But I had my mind made up to get a 4.0 this semester, so I'm still gonna do that regardless of my situation, and that's where I stand about it.
Awesome, man. Y'all jokers don't play. Yeah, and I love it, bro. I love it, man. I wish I would have went to Morehouse. I ain't gonna lie to you. So listen, now that y'all stuck in the house, y'all students like the rest of the world. I pray y'all ain't killed y'all siblings. Y'all ain't killed y'all parents yet. Like y'all ain't had no massive brawls, broke no windows. Like, how does it feel to be like isolated. Like now, I know the governor finally put out, starting tonight, we on this 10th. I think we go all the way through to April 13th, like where everybody got to stay in the crib. Like it's been 3 weeks already. How do y'all feel just being behind those four walls and not being able to do life as normal? And y'all teenagers. Come on, Ryan, talk to me. How you feel?
Okay, so the first few days where I had to be stuck in that house, I really didn't like it because I just wanted it to be my own choice to be able to go outside if I wanted to. But the feeling of not being able to go where I want to go whenever I want to go is kind of sad because I'm bored in the house. But I make time and I like find new ways to occupy myself when I'm in the house. So it's not that bad.
You do like what all do you do in the house? Like you just Netflixing this bad boy, you on the Disney Channel, and don't lie, because I've been on the Disney boy all week.
Well, I have been on Netflix, and I've been trying to binge watch shows like my Criminal Minds show. I started from season 1, episode 1, and I'm currently on season 3. But I've also tried to like start sewing more and like I try to flip stuff up so it could be like a new model of it. Yes.
Oh, so you
and then,
sew
I have to still do work, not like.
So you sew like you good with the sewing?
I'm like progressing as I go.
All right. Leona, how does it feel to be behind those four walls, man? How you feeling?
Okay, so now that I look back at it, I kind of regret the last day we were in school because Ryan, the last day we were in school, that was our senior skip day. So it's like, dang, we look back and we were like, we should have went on ahead and went to school instead of skipping. Because then the next day we didn't have to go to school because we were out. So we were like, man, we all should have really went to school. But I've been doing like fun indoor activities with my brother. Now he's back from college for the rest of the semester. He's been like printing out like games and word searches. So every day at a certain time, we always hang out and do something. And I've been learning to cook. I mean, because I only cook if I want to, but now I be shaping it up.
Okay. She gonna be ready for college, y'all. It ain't gonna be just Roman noodles, baby. She gonna be in the kitchen whipping. I love it. Jay, talk to us, man. You a college student who has freedom, like, and now, bro, you locked in. You back at the crib. Like, man, talk to me. How you feel, man? How you been coping?
Man, you just said it's a big, like, I had to adjust to being back at home because I'm used to being on college campus. I have my car on campus, so I can go at my leisure. I can do what I want to do, go where I want to at any time. But now I'm back at the crib, so it's like that. Everything shifted, especially because of this pandemic, and then everything's closed. But being back at home, I have to get used to being back at home. I'm just used to coming home, honestly, for breaks, and summer, that's only like 2 months. But now that I'm home, and then they're talking about this pandemic being extended, so the lockdown being extended, so I'm like, I definitely have to do some more adjusting to that, and I have to get used to being back at home again. But one thing that I am grateful for, as far as being home, the comfortability at the house is like none other. Like, that's something that I'm never gonna take for granted because obviously at Morehouse, when you taking showers, you gotta have on your shower shoes. I'm at home, I don't gotta wear no shower shoes, man. Look, I'm feeling good. Like, I don't gotta worry about locking my door behind me when I leave the room. Like, everything.
You gotta worry about anybody stealing your stuff.
That's what I'm saying. And then I'm at home, and then my mom be cooking, my dad be cooking, my sister be cooking. So it's like I'm able to eat for real.
Yes, sir. My guy about to gain all that weight back.
I'm trying to tell you.
Mode in college. It's over. Hey, bro, make sure you on them push-ups, boy. You gonna go back to college on diesel. That's what's up, man. Well, listen, y'all, like these students we got on the line, man, it's one thing that they are doing great things at their schools and college. But let me tell you, if you ain't never met a student that loved the Lord, man, and has an amazing relationship with him, I got three right here in front of me. And so, just like most of us, I know I've talked with our student ministry about how right now is the time where if you said that you was a believer and you ain't never really 100% activated that bad boy, like it's go time now. That means like you fully trusting in God. Your relationship with him is more intimate than it's ever been before. You're standing on the word and the principles. Like now it's all in. And one thing I told the students, I believe this coronavirus, it's finna tell people one or two things. If you was real about this Christian walk, or if you was just a Sunday and Wednesday Christian, you feel me? And so for you all being students, which a lot of people really don't they kind of take for granted how, like, if you guys are really in tune with God, if you guys really have a real relationship with him, tell me how this thing has challenged you guys from the spiritual perspective. Like Javian, how has this affected you, bro, as a man of God? Like how is this whole coronavirus touched that spiritual piece for you, man?
When I first got the news about everything, I was just thinking about the fact that it would become illegal for people to have a gathering of 10 or more people. The fact of that. And then I thought about the fact that church would have to be canceled, you know. And
Yep.
I also thought about the fact about what you just said, about this being kind of a separation of the real believers from the fake ones. And I think
Ooh.
that's, yeah, I think that's why this pandemic can be a powerful thing because um, on one thing, it can challenge those who want a deeper and closer relationship with Christ. It can challenge them to grow that relationship. On another hand, those who are just stringing along and those who are just going to Sunday, kind of as a ritual thing rather than going to church on Sunday, looking for something and some type of relationship, seeking God. Those who weren't
Yep.
actually seeking God, they won't, they aren't necessarily held accountable by church being held on Sunday and them having to just get up as they normally do and go to church habitually because that's what they were raised around, rather than
Yep.
them actually seeking out God for themselves. So I think this is a powerful thing, and how it impacted me personally, it definitely made me seek out God more. And when I say that, I mean obviously reading scripture, trying to understand what's going on and what I'm currently in, you know. And the only way to find that out is through his scripture. And by saying that, God has already talked about everything that's happening right now.
Come
So
on, sir.
this does not surprise him control. And he already knew this was going to happen. He said it in his word. Up to us to look in his word and see what he said. So that's
Come
definitely
on,
something that
bro.
I've been doing. Yeah, that's something I've had to do. Especially right now, like it's really no excuse for people not to look in God's word. Like you're literally isolated. So
Talk to him.
it's
Talk
no
to him,
excuse
bro.
anymore.
I
Yeah.
love it. Tell her, look, tell her. Look, you know how, look, tell the people, bro. Ain't nobody listen. Y'all heard the man. You ain't got no excuse. You got 24 hours. All like your normal life was super chaotic, and y'all were praying for the day that y'all could take off for a day or two of vacation just to sleep and get away. Now you away. Bro said y'all ain't
Yeah.
got no excuse, and I love it. Come on, Ryan, talk to me. You one of our leaders in the student ministry. How is this? Tell me, how has this affected you from a spiritual perspective?
Well, I feel like going to church on Wednesdays for Bible study, it was really like the highlight of my week. So I really look forward to it. And so just now, just not being able to just go up to the church and just walk in the church and get the scripture and everything, it's just different. But you gotta learn how to cope. But I feel like since you have a lot of time on your hands, I talk to him more because instead of just, you know, finding other ways and other things to do, you can also
Yeah.
turn to God and start talking to Him more. And I've always talked to Him, but I feel like now I have more time to talk to Him, and it's not really like I can really get distracted because I'm trying to make plans for myself inside the house. So instead of just making other
Mm.
plans, I could just make the plan to talk to Him. And it really hasn't affected me that much though because I've always talked to God. I've always had a good relationship with God, I believe.
Absolutely.
And the Bible does talk about how there's going to be a pandemic, and he's going to hold back the rain, and it's going to have locusts eating at the crops. And I feel like it has already happened, and it's just a matter of time before he comes back to collect his people. And we have to be in our right minds, and we have to be with God so we can go up to heaven.
All right, all right. Well, all right. Hello. Hello. No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Come on, Leon, talk to me. How has this affected you?
Okay, it's affecting me because when it first happened, I'm like, God, like, why? Like, it's 2020. Like, I wouldn't wish this on. I feel like this is his test. Like, okay, how you gonna bounce back? How are you gonna keep on
Yep.
moving with things? Like, okay, when we finally get outside and keep on being the same person. So this isolation, it should transform you. How are you going to be a better person? How are you going to be a better Christian? What are you going to do? So what is going to be your next big move, your next impact? Because that's all
Come
what he
on,
wants us to
girl.
be as Christians. That's what we were destined to be as Christians, be Christ-like. How are we going to manage and move forward? So now that we reaching out to people. I've been reaching out to my Albany State group chat and my friends in there. So just checking up on them, making sure they're straight. Because once we get out, we should be better people than we are now.
Ooh, come
That's
on.
good.
Y'all heard him? Y'all heard him? I told y'all they powerful, man. I told y'all they powerful, man. Listen. So listen, you hit it dead on the head, sis. Like, let's just be real. Right now, and our pastor, man, this past month of March, our focus was nearsightedness, right? Where it's very difficult to see the future because of everything that's happening right in front of you, right? And let's just be real. This whole epidemic is hit, and there have been a lot of people who just canceled 2020 all the way out, right? And so my question to you guys is, how are you staying focused on the remainder of 2020? We got 9 months left, right? We got 9 months left of 2020. How are y'all ultimately staying focused and not letting the now affect everything that you planned futuristically? Like, you're not allowing the now to affect the vision that you've had set out. So yeah, senior year has been canceled, but that ain't stopping you from preparing for college still. That ain't stopping you from knocking out the schoolwork to still graduate. That ain't stopping you from learning your weaknesses and now transition them to your strengths. Like, what are you doing now to maintain focus on your vision for the remainder of the 2020 year? Come on, Leona, talk to me.
So I've been talking to my advisor because I called her. So I was like, okay, what's next? How's the school year? How's the school year looking like? What is going to go down when I go to Albany State? So she gave me all my classes. I met with my through, via FaceTime. So now I'm just planning for how I'm going to be when I'm at college, all the clubs, all the organizations I could be. So not only I can make an impact at Greater Travelers Rest or Arabian Mountain, but plan the impact that I'm going to make at Albany State.
Come on. And we know you powerful, girl. And I already know as soon as you step foot on that Realm campus, it's over. It's over. All right, Ryan, come on, talk to me. Senior year, aspirations for Kentucky. How are you keeping your mind focused for the remainder of 2020?
Right now, I'm trying to make sure that my grades stay together, and I try to make my grades higher than they were because I need to keep
Ooh,
my assistance to UK, and I had to raise, so I had to apply for different scholarships, and I had to make everything in order and everything accounted for to be able to move next step because that's what it's all about.
gotcha. Bet. She on that scholarship, boy. She making sure she got all the funds, ready to escape trip and head on out. I love it. All right, Morehouse man, bro, sophomore year. Like, talk to me. What are you doing now for the future?
Well, first of all, I'm trying to make sure I keep everything that I was taught while on campus. So I don't want to regress, but I want to progress in this whole isolation and through this pandemic. So in the way of of progressing, you have to remember what you were taught first. So that being said, I'm going over things that that I already know, just for a
Yep.
refresher, so I can build off of those things, because I feel like when people try to go off of where they are in the moment and not remembering where they came from, they often feel they often fall back, and they don't
Come
go
on,
that they were
bro.
trying to get to. So that being said, because I'm a music major, I've been working on obviously composing music. I actually just composed a song yesterday for the tuba section in the band with the House of Fun. Shout out to the House of Fun.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
also my classes, they're actually challenging me as well as a musician. Elementary theory, going over theory, as far as chord structures, progressions, everything musical. And I'm a vocal performance emphasis, so I have
Mm-mm.
lessons on a specific day. They're usually every Friday at 11 a.m. But today we weren't able to meet today, so that will be tomorrow. But regardless of that,
Plug.
yeah, regardless of
My
that,
guy.
I'm being pushed every day. Well, I'm pushing myself every day, and I'm holding myself to a
Love it.
higher standard to get further than I got before. So I'm trying to get better every day, in every way, ironically. But yeah, really,
Oh,
that's
so
it.
okay. So first off, let me go ahead and tell you why I hate you now. Not only do I hate you because you can grow a beard, but now you can sing. See, that's why I knew God didn't bless me with vocal talents because I would have abused them. I said it. So I hate you twice. No, it's all love, man. So look, watch it. Look,
Yeah.
Pastor Smith done found out we done jumped in and stole the whole TV show. So look, real quick, let's wrap this up because I don't want to get in trouble. I ain't even, a matter of fact, I'm about to send him to the voicemail. Listen, give me if you can tell college students, Jay, if you can encourage every college student out there right now, what would you say? What would you say to them right now?
I would tell them to be consistent in their mindset. Keep the same mindset that you kept while we were on campus, because if you have the mindset of success, that shouldn't escape you simply because of your circumstance. I would say be consistent in your work ethic and everything that you did to drive you to get where you wanted to be, because you don't want to come out of this situation further back than where you were before it, because at that point you just lost everything that you worked for before. So don't lose everything that you worked for before, but build off of the things that you have gained. That would be my advice.
God, Ryan, look, come on in here, this thing, sis. If you could tell the senior class of 2020 any encouragement words right now, like what would you tell them?
I would tell them that going to have some downfalls, but I feel like you should affect you and the way to overcome it and stay positive in these situations.
Uh-oh, she was going
So
so
it might
smooth, but like
be very overwhelming for you.
there it is. There it is. All right, Leona, talk to me, girl. You can tell the senior class of 2020 anything to encourage them, to keep them uplifted. What would you tell them?
Well, like it says 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and future. So God does have a great hope and a great future for us. So all we have to do is listen to him and he'll see us through. He's not going to give us anything that we can't bear. So we just have to take this task and we just have to ace it.
Ugh, y'all see how she dropped that gem on y'all? Yeah, I told you she about to tear the campus up. Listen, let me go ahead and drop a gem on y'all. Listen, First Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. This goes out to every single youth, elementary, middle school, high school, college. The word says, let no man despise you for your youth, but for you to be an example as a believer in your word, in your conduct, in your love, in your spirit, in your faith, in your purity. Listen, can't nobody push you or press you down because you're young. But what you can do is be exactly who you've been created to be. And that's every, like, the very details that God sculpted and shaped you after. Like, just remember, you got to remember who you are, baby. You got all of him in you, and ain't an ounce of fear that's going to stop you. That means it's time for you guys to activate, stand up, and do you. No cap, baby. So look, I got to get out of here because Pastor Smith is blowing me up, and I ain't about to get in trouble. So listen, we were never here. Look, we love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me, man. Y'all super dope. And I love y'all, man. Y'all are super dope, super amazing. And listen, let me just go ahead and plug this now, since I might get in trouble anyway. Make sure TV and everything that we are part of. To later on the day, we got the Boss Up, the Boss Up event at 6:30, where our entrepreneurs, our business, this is specifically for you. So make sure you jump on the line, man. And at 8 o'clock, you got a movie and a message. Make sure you. And look, I cannot forget, big shout out to the bros, Pastor E. Dewey Smith, the OG Ricky Smiley will be on live tonight, Friday Night Live. Make sure you here 10 o'clock. I'm going to be there. You going to be there. And look, this is what we do. So big shout out to everybody. We love y'all. Stay safe. And we out this thing. Pastor Smith, I'm sorry I stole the page. We gone. Y'all be good. We love y'all. Peace.